Um, Hi, everybody. Tonight we have Vicki Romano on to talk about the metabolic reset. So, Vicki, let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about your story with weight loss and what you've tried in the past.
I have probably tried every fad diet that you could think of. The cookie diet, Nutrisystem, the cabbage soup diet, like anything that they say works, I would definitely try. But for me, about 2 years ago, my mom had passed and I also turned 40, and I had noticed like the stress, emotional eating. I had gained weight. And then as far as going to the gym, I wasn't going as much. And when I wanted to get back on track, all the things that I had done in the past weren't working anymore. So I needed something to almost like shock my system and get me back on track. And I did not know what that was at the time.
Okay.
I didn't know about my metabolism pretty much.
Okay. And you had been going to the gym pretty regular?
Yep. Up until about 2 years ago, I was trying to go 3 or 4 times a week. And then it kind of dropped off to 1 or 2 times a week. I just wasn't able to get there. So it definitely changed.
So I'm going to give you a little background on Vicki, where she started from, weight loss. She came down in the 6-week period 14 pounds. So let's just, I'll add this. It was 3.25 inches off of her waist, as well as 5 3/4 inches off of her hips. But so when you started this program, let's just look at the weight. You did the 6-week program. How are you doing since the end of the program, which was in, early July?
Good. My maintenance phase started the week we went on vacation. So I was super nervous and I felt like I was way stricter than I think I should have been or could have been. But when I came home, the first couple of days when I was home, I fell off a little bit. And then I had reached out to you with a couple of tips. I literally just got back on track. So everything has been fine. I feel like my energy is still fine. My weight hasn't really changed very much at all. I think I went back to my reset weight of like a pound over, and I've been great.
Good. And how you feeling?
Good. Really good.
Okay. How's your, when you were on the metabolic reset, how was your energy level?
It was fine. I didn't think it would be. I got a little nervous, like cutting out like dairy and carbs and that type of stuff. Like I thought, oh, I'm not going to eat enough, or this is going to make me tired. But I was actually fine. And
did you, in the metabolic reset, the Facebook group, you participated, but did you find it helpful?
I did find it helpful because people posted things. I think I was a little bit nervous to post things at first, and then you find out people posting questions that were helpful or that I had wanted to answer too. Also, like the sharing of the recipes was great because you're thinking you're running out of ideas or what should I do tonight, and that was actually really helpful.
Did your kids like eating the food, or did you?
They did. I still had to make them a little bit extra, a little carb or something, but they didn't mind it. They didn't mind it at all.
Okay. So during that 6 weeks period, what was your experience on the reset?
I mean, the best part was, you start it and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. And you get past the first day, you get past the second day. All of a sudden you're on like week 1 and week 1 is down, and you just keep watching the scale drop, and it's like a motivation to go on to the next time. And you're like, I can do it. And you're motivated to do a little bit more and a little bit more. And it was a great feeling again to get into clothes that I had felt uncomfortable in. And then all of a sudden they fit, or they were a little too big, which was motivating for even more.
Right. You get in the habit of looking at that scale and saying, yeah.
You do. I love my scale, actually.
So your results were the 14 pounds and the 5 3/4 inches off your hips. Did you notice change in your clothing, that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, I had Before I had started, I had taken out some of my summer clothes, and there were a couple of pairs of shorts that I did not fit into last summer. I probably haven't fit into them for a couple of summers, and I kept them around thinking I'm going to get back into you. And I had them out literally on my dresser the entire 6 weeks. And I thought, that's my judgment. If I'm going to get into those, and I went in for my final weigh-in and measurements, and I wore a pair of them because I thought, I got them, and they feel good. They're not tight. They don't hurt. I can zip them up. It was awesome.
Great. Glad to hear that. So the maintenance phase is going well.
Yep.
You're in clothes that you haven't worn in years. Anybody notice any changes?
They did. Everyone says, I guess it's harder to see for myself when I look at myself every day, but people say they see it a lot in my face and a lot in my midsection. And people have commented the difference that they see especially those two areas.
Great. And I know you used to exercise, but when you were on the metabolic reset for the 6 weeks, did you exercise during that time?
No, I didn't do what I was doing because I belonged to a facility that was mostly high intensity workouts. So I didn't do that because I would be burning too many calories. So I did try and walk on my treadmill a little bit. I walked outside, mostly like a lighter cardio, but that was about it.
Okay, as well as keeping up with your kids on a regular basis.
Exactly, that's right.
So the maintenance phase is going well. Have you added foods back into your diet?
I have. I've not really added a lot of dairy because I found that I actually feel better without it. I've added in some light carbs, but I try to eat them earlier in the day. And I definitely don't add anything for dinner as far as carbs go.
Well, if you're listening to this and you can actually hear us, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, or Vicki or myself, go type them into the comment section. Vicki, you're getting a lot of highs from people, and thumbs up. Good job. It's a process, and you did very, very well in the process. So who would the last question I have is, who would you recommend this program to?
I mean, I would probably recommend it to anyone, whether it be like 10-pound weight loss or more. I would recommend it to anyone that just has the motivation, that just wants to see not a fast weight loss, but it almost changes the way you think about food. Like, I drink way more water now than I definitely did before. I have way more vegetables and fruits cut up than I did before. They were in my fridge, but they weren't as accessible as I made them now. So I just didn't think about them. It was easier to take a handful of something else that wasn't as good for you. So that's like, it basically changes the way you look at food, or at least for me it did.
Good. Any parting comments, recommendations, advice for anybody who's considering this?
I mean, I would say definitely get more information if you think you want to try it. If I did it, anyone can do it. And yeah, the tips were helpful. Everyone, you were so accessible. And I mean, I thought it was a great program.
Great. Well, I'm very glad to talk to you. It's been a few weeks since the last time we spoke, and you're doing great. Just you stay with it, watch what you're doing, and just keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody have any questions before we let Vicki go? Doesn't look like it. So, Vicki, I appreciate your time. One last time, do you have anything else you want to add, and then we'll sign off?
I don't think so.
Okay. So like Vicki said, if you're interested in the program, I'm going to post a link with the live when it's posted on Facebook. You can go to the link. There's an option for more. That link provides you more information. And there's also an option to get on a phone call with me to discuss it and see if it's the right thing for you. So I appreciate your time tonight, Vicki, and have a good night.